Hello, how are you all doing today? As you can see, I have a bunch of branding strips. I just want to call them border strips. I got a bunch of branding strips here. And I have been making little tabs. And, you know, you could use them in your journals, in your planners. I'll probably use most of them in my scrapbook. Just use them to tuck underneath a photo or something. And I want to show you how to what I've been doing to make them. Okay, so, and I'm gonna try to keep it that tight. Okay, when now some of the strips are nice and sturdy that I might actually use them on a scrapbook page, or I've got these that I might actually use on a scrapbook page, so I'm kind of setting those aside. But I don't know, I kind of got carried away making them, so you just never know. Anything's game then. Okay, I've got this one here. I'm not even sure what it came from, but you know, it's like I just keep saving them if they got pretty parts. It's like so hard to throw away. I mean, they're paper. I love paper. I've always loved paper. And so I took just a plain old piece of, you know, printer paper. So it's super thin. And I did do some where I punched them. I punched out the tab just in white or black, and then I decorated from there. But this seemed easier. So I take and put tape on here, about what I think I'm gonna need. And sometimes I have to add a little bit more. Oh, I need to put down a piece of tape right where my camera is right now, because I got it up a little tighter than normal. Okay, where is my bottom? Okay, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna stay up here. And anyhow, I love gingham, and I love gingham and flowers. So I'm gonna put this gingham down here. Oh, and I can see I've already covered up all my tape. So I'm gonna put another piece up here. And this was the other side of that. It was probably showing that the next page was gonna be, I'm thinking, the 3x4 note cards or journaling cards. Okay, it looks like I'm a little bit crooked, which, you know, depending on where I punch it, it might not even matter, but it's kind of easy to fix. So, okay, oh, and I thought that was my paper. Okay, so I've got it. I want this to be the bottom, and I want this to be the top. So I had seen some at Hobby Lobby that were, I don't know, it was so funny because I looked them up online, and because you could only see one in the package, and it kind of looked like this. And then I looked at them online, and I think you got 8 or 10 for $5, and it's like, whoa, you know, it's like I just couldn't thinking I have a tab punch. And so anyhow, it's like as I looked through that thing, it's like that was the cutest one. It was in the front. So anyhow, I love the two. That's what got me started, is seeing that thing at Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna put this in here and kind of figure out where it lands. And I don't want to have any of my printer paper. So I'm gonna line it up here, and kind of use the check as the line. So I think you can see that pretty good. And since I'm only using printer paper, it's not that hard to punch. I mean, otherwise I would try to get it in, you know, kind of where I wanted it, and then flip it over and push on it real hard. But look at how easy that was. I'm gonna lift it up and show it to you. Okay, and look at how cute. I mean, I love them, love them, love them. Here's another one I started, and it's from this side was over here. Whoops, let me try that again. this side was over here, and this is a Prima paper, and I'm not sure what this was. The other side was actually a real pretty paper. It almost kind of reminds me of Teresa Collins, but I know it wasn't. And so anyhow, I'm gonna punch this, and it's like now I've only got enough to make one, so I just gotta kind of decide where I want it. And I think I would like to have a little bit of that full rosebud, and then the flowers that are over here. And oh, I have a hard time getting underneath there because I'm looking at through another spot. But it's kind of hard to see against my hand. But there you can see, it's real pretty. And so anyhow, I was doing those. And then I thought, you know, I could actually, I mean, this Prima paper was almost big enough to do it. But I want it, I mean, when I stick it underneath a photo, I'll probably, let me see if I got just a piece of paper here. Yeah. Yep, here it is. I will probably just, you know, barely tuck it in, because I will want to see some of that bottom. But if you're, you know, using it on a planner page, I mean, you could just glue that whole bottom part on there, you know, on your page wherever you want it, and because you'd see it as you opened it up anyway. Oh, and I actually punched out one of the tags. I mean, here's something, you know, different that you can do if you don't think you're going to use the tag like, you know, they intended. It's like I just punched out that celebrate. I thought that looks super cute too. And so, yeah, so I started with this, and I thought, oh, I want a stripe paper, and I want so where's my stripe paper that I pulled out? So I was actually using these, and the other one, like, so I pulled out this, and it's like, oh, they have those too. So I don't remember which one it was on, but it had the lemon paper up in that border. So I thought, well, I'll use that first before I start punching, you know, things that I might want to use later. But some of these, I mean, one thing nice about these, you know, 6x6s is that they're a tiny pattern, so they work really good on the top of the tab, and you still got plenty of room. Oh, look at this one here. This was from a Mente paper, and then I punched out some little tiny butterflies. I gotta tell you, that's really hard to do because that paper's so thick. And then I had used a little bit of a wood pattern. I kind of bent it there, but you can see. And that was real pretty, and I put the butterflies on it. And I punched one here, and I put a butterfly on that. So, I mean, you could have really pretty tabs sticking out of your journal or whatever just by adding a little embellishments to that, too. But I really like a little bit of wood and a flower, some gingham and a flower. I mean, that, oh, I'm not even in the screen. I love those things. So let's do a couple more here. And oh, I also want to do one. I've got, I think these were from Gingham Gardens, and it's just washi. So I thought, well, I'm gonna just give that a shot. And again, I'm just gonna use this printer paper. And let me see if I can get this started. Okay, and I'll do a whole strip because that way I can get a couple out of it. And it won't matter if this is straight because I'll be able to punch it straight because of the line on the gingham. Okay. And I'm going to tuck it under because I won't be right at the end anyway, so it won't matter. And then I've got this floral that also came in the pack. I think it was the first time I ever bought washi that matched. I told you I was so into that Gingham Gardens. I I bought like so much of it, and then I ran into other ones and was like, okay, I'm gonna buy that too because it's so much cheaper than the one I did. Oh, and I'll try not to get my head in it because I want to get right up to the edge. Oh, and I'm kind of not up to the edge, but let me just tear that off so it's easier to deal with. Oh, I just pulled that. Let me see if I can just kind of get it. I'm gonna just line up this piece and just not worry about the piece that I just bent. I'm sure I could do a better job if I had my head right over it, because that's that's how I scrap. Okay. Okay, you can see I got it on there. There's kind of a wrinkle. I'll just avoid those when I punch it out. So look at how pretty that is. Oh, I just love that. I'm just a sucker for gingham, I gotta tell you. Okay, now I really like this, so I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna go get it and decide how much gingham I want in my little picture here. And that's pretty wide gingham, so I'm not gonna get a whole bunch of the gingham, but that's how much I'm gonna get there. Oh, and yeah, and that's really cute. And I don't know if it's perfectly straight, but it looks pretty cute. Oops, I always want to go the wrong way. So it looks like that. And I'm gonna go over here and get one of these. And I'm gonna, my wrinkles there on the side. Well, I really wanted to get that blue flower, but that's right in the middle of the wrinkle. I'm gonna kind of just come up a little bit to the side. Oh, I kind of like it offset like that. Let me show you that. Kind of like that little offset. And I could have cut my paper so, you know, I could get two perfect ones. But sometimes you kind of want to decide where you're going to cut it. And maybe I'll take another punch and just, you know, a different punch and do those later. So I'm going to set it aside. Let me show you this one. See, like that? I kind of like it off to the corner like that. And then, you know, if you're doing like a kitchen page, you could put the name of the recipe here with, you know, a black marker or a dark gray marker or something. That would look really cute. So there's a couple in washi. Where's my other washi one? That one there. One here. So the washi worked pretty good. And I think I could have actually used a harder paper for the washi. Oh, and I have some of that here. Let me try that, because that way I'll be able to let you know if that works well. And I've got two other ginghams here. How would that look together? I kind of like this. I really love that. I'd like to get a blue gingham and then like a little blue flower, because blue's my favorite color. Okay, so that's it. When we did the reno, I did, I called them beach shades. Okay, I didn't go all the way to the bottom this time. I think that's a little helpful. And now let me see if I can get that down without putting a big wrinkle in it. Ow, or tearing it. I guess I'll just tear it. I'm gonna flip it this way. Let's see what kind of look I get here. Since I tore it, I've not played with washi a whole lot, even though I like it. Okay, and let's see. I want to go pick up some of this one that's torn. I kind of like the way that one was offset, and I know I kind of like things at an angle and stuff, so I'm going to try that, where I get a little bit of the one flower and then a little bit of the other, so I've got some white space. Okay, and you can see I've got some space there. I could punch something else out. Ooh, I think this one's my favorite. What do you think? That is pretty. Yep, I like those. And I was thinking, you know, you could do them really for any occasion. And let's do a couple more. I'm hooked. I kind of wanted to do this, but does it look like anything but Christmas? I don't know. And I didn't really see any Christmas papers amongst my little collection, or my big collection here. Well, let's play with one of these papers that I wanted to save to do. I'm going to use some of these in a layout. I'll try to get it done sooner rather than later. This is really pretty. I'm just going to tear it right in half because I'm not going to punch where the hole is anyway. Okay, and what am I going to put with this? And let's see, I've got some more of that wood. That looks real pretty with it. I would like to try some blue, but it seems like my collection is green. I've got a big green collection over here. Oh, look at this. This would make some pretty ones. I'll have to try that. We'll try that one next. Okay, I'm gonna do this with the wood. Oh, and I do have this wood. It's like, yep, Paper Studio. Would that look better with it? I think it kind of needs a darker. Okay. So, I'm just again gonna run it. I'm gonna run it all the way across because I think that's a big enough piece of paper that I can do that. And I'm gonna just kind of, I'm gonna line it up with the bottom, but not all the way to the bottom. That way I can kind of see where the end is. And then do this, try to butt it up. Maybe if I do it this way, since I can't stick my head in the, since I don't want to stick my head in the picture. I have all my wild white hair in the picture. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. Nice and straight. And so I'm gonna punch a couple of those. And since my favorite color is the blue, I'm gonna come right over here and punch this blue one first. I think maybe it would have looked better if I'd had it in the other direction. Let me try to find a spot where I like it. Well, maybe there. So that's that one. And I'm punch one more. I think I like the other patterns where it's kind of a bouquet a little better than these spread out flowers. Okay. And I'm sure that, and sometimes it's like, you know, you can decide, okay, this is just a half a flower. Am I even gonna like that? And so you can kind of look at it like this. Oh yeah, and that would look really nice. So you kind of can see a little sample. See, now if I would have put those other ones in there first, I might have just skipped that because I don't think it's as cute. There's another piece of this lightweight. So, so let me do that with, now that I've seen that, I kind of want to do that with that piece of green wood that I had. I think that would look good. I've got this green wood, again, just from a paper pad. And, you know, because they all have holes in them. I think that would look good together. Oh, maybe I need something darker. Would that look good with my little plaid? Maybe. I really like that. Maybe that would look the best. I'm gonna give that a shot because I wanted to use that plaid and I like that flower. Oh, I'm gonna run it this way because that way I don't have to run to the cutter if I cut another straight line. I told you my cutter's in the other room because I don't have room for my camera in there, so. I don't have enough counter space to lay out a camera. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right up to the end there. Because maybe I'll punch that butterfly too. I don't know what it looks like, but I'll check it out. Okay. And I do like it kind of to the side there. Oh, that's real pretty. Oops. That looks real pretty. Okay. So was there one more I said I was gonna do? But I will, let me try this butterfly and see if I can just get a pretty shot color of that. Not really. It's not doing anything for me. Oh, I was gonna do one of these stripes. I love that. Okay. Just gonna rip off this end so I don't have to lift the whole thing because it's so heavy. Kidding. Okay, so that I would like to have on there, and maybe, oh, I'd like to have one of those other bouquet things, because that was really pretty. Let's see. Something like that will look good with it. Greens are way off. Okay. I really love the lemon. Let's see, maybe, what if I do lemon and this black gingham? Or the green gingham. I think I'll do one of those. Okay, so, oh, the green gingham is what I decide on, isn't it? It's not perfect. I mean, it's in that family. It's not off. Okay, and it seems like I have better luck just holding on to the tape, not the roll. Tape's a little harder to pull up on just printer paper. Okay, and let me just cut off a piece of this. And probably about that much. I just love this lemon paper. It's so gorgeous. And I'm gonna stick that right there. Whoops. I've got my tape here. I didn't know if I'd rather have that or not, but I think the tape, I mean, I got my glue here. I think the tape works better. And then you can always take, you know, whatever other punch you want and add to it, like I did with the butterfly punch. So now I've got paper and washi. And since my paper is bigger, I'm going to do one where I've got a lot of gingham. And then I'll do one where I've got a lot of the lemon. Or less of the gingham and then less of the lemon. That's what I really meant. I guess I can't talk when I'm doing art. I told you how when I was doing the art or the card class, my friend, I just stopped talking when it was time to do the class, and it's like, what am I doing? I quit talking. Sandy just started talking and did that part. I'm gonna flip it over and see if I can get one more out of this. By doing it the other way. Maybe, I'm not gonna get much, no. Well, I can get whole lemon and a little tiny bit of gingham. Let's see. Okay, so I got that, but I mean, I really like this one with a little bit of gingham and a whole lot of the floral or the lemon. The lemons and flowers, I guess they really are. But see how pretty they'd be on a page, and then just tuck them underneath I mean, it's like if you've got a lemonade layout and just tuck that underneath there, or this one here, my favorite. That is gorgeous. I would do lemonade layouts all day long. Okay, so let me show you these again, and I'll let you go, and I will be back soon. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will be doing some other embellishments sometime. I kind of have some other ideas that I want to do. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.